let's start with The Boys. The Boys is on its final season now, and The Boys is definitely one of my favorite shows right now. So it's a very interesting show. The final season is now upon us. The final season approacheth, and it is here. We're about to see how it all ends, right? Does that feel familiar? Don't you feel like you're waiting to see how it all ends? So, whenever I talk about The Boys, I like to talk about the pre production. The scripts get written, sets are built, the directors make their directorial decisions, actors act. Uh, Amazing cast, by the way. I mean, chef's kiss. All the cast does their thing. The actors are amazing on this. Like they do a great job with the material, even when it gets pretty ludicrous. Um, you got then after the actors are done acting, the editors edit, the VFX is done, the sound, the gaffers do all the gaffing, and then the real fun starts, right? Promo. I say all of that to say this. They complete the filming of these shows well before they make it to TV. Like, these are not getting filmed week to week like South Park. South Park is an anomaly, and they can only do that because the production value is extremely low on it. Like, they're basically just using cutouts, you know. So it's yeah, they can do that week to week, but you know, a show like this, uh, the writers, you can tell that the beautiful thing about this is the writers have had their fingers so close to the cultural pulse of the winning side, the winning side of America. Uh, by the time that these recent seasons have been airing, it's basically lining up with like real time historical shit that's happening, like at the same time it's airing. This has been like a recurring thing that's been happening with the last few seasons, like major things. And it's a testament to how close the writers are to the cultural pulse of the country right now. You know what? I'll give you an example. This premiere that just premiered, the first episode, the year of our Lord, 2026. First episode, there's a video of Homelander on Flight 37. Everybody's seeing Homelander adorned with a gigantic American flag, dooming all of these hostages, including the women and children, to their deaths. And, he leaves all these people to die because he goofed up the mission, the rescue mission on the plane, and really didn't want to put forth the effort to try to save anybody. Like the real strength it would take to, go lift the plane and carry the plane to safety. That being said, also an aside for all of the, you know, uh, Homelander fanboys that are out there, yes, they exist, that are always caping about, Homelander being able to take on Superman or whatever. Superman catches planes like they're light work. That is far from the heaviest thing Superman has lifted. So, I mean, we're going to rethink this power scaling thing with Homelander versus Superman, because and I'm not even a Superman guy like that, but you can make sense of that on your own. So this is really like a mask off moment for him, right? This is when the public really sees what an unhinged sociopath this guy really is. This is some earth-shattering footage to his followers, right? That's like as undeniable as it gets. And you can really imagine like how this went over in the writer's room. A 2026 reaction to a video of this magnitude would just lead to all the true believers just saying, this is AI, it's fake news, whatever. He wouldn't really do that. Look at this screenshot right here. Totally AI. And that's what they do on the show. That's what they do to hide from the brutal reality that the leader that they hold so highly is completely out of his mind. And they're terrified of him. Anybody that's still around it is either a coward or a sociopath or both. So this is not like a very fun environment to be around, as you can imagine. This is the episode of The Boys that drops the same week, April 2026, on Easter Sunday. The president makes social media posts from his account threatening to wipe out whole civilizations, including the women and children, after he completely goofed the regime change all on his own. Well, okay, it wasn't all on his own, but he's in it on his own. We know who else helped, but we're not going to talk about that. That's for another video that I won't be posting. Somebody else has probably posted all about that. You can look into that if you really want to. But this is something that's just undeniable. This isn't AI. This is the mask off moment for everyone. There's no way to hide from it. This is the problem. This is the real life supervillain. The thing with The Boys is it's fiction. Shows like this are tales at the end of the day. They're supposed to guide us into a sense of morality. The Boys isn't 100% accurate to what's going on in America, because it's not like actually 100% of what's going on in America. It's a reflection of it. That reflection isn't always going to be an exact one-to-one thing, but I mean, it's pretty close. It's very close. What's really shocking about it that we don't acknowledge is that The Boys goes to the most outlandish situations imaginable in the writer's room and somehow still gets outdone by reality. Now, the real question is, how does that make you feel?